name is Brooklyn Grange, and I am presenting on Henrietta Lacks. Henrietta Lacks was an African-American woman born in Virginia in 1921, and her cervical cancer cells have become the source of an immortal cell line. They are now called HeLa cells, and they've supported a lot of medical advancements. In 1954, Jonas Salk, he developed the polio vaccine using her cells. In the 1960s, her cells were actually sent into space. In the 1980s, we used her cells to identify and isolate HIV. And her cells have been used in over 70,000 immunology studies. Most recently, we have actually used the HeLa cells to study COVID-19. So when Henrietta went to Johns Hopkins for the first time, she actually was unaware that her cell sample had been taken. They were taken by her physician, George Otto Guy, and he had been searching for an immortal cell line, a cell line that could last in lab culture outside of the human body. There's obviously a lot more to Henrietta than just her cell line. So she had 9 siblings, and her mom died in childbirth, so she was raised by her grandfather. Her grandfather was also raising her cousin, one of her cousins, David. Well, they grew up and they actually got married. So David and Henrietta had 5 kids together. Henrietta, unfortunately, her cancer was very aggressive, and she passed away within a year of finding out about her cancer. She received radiation treatments, but they were unsuccessful. So Henrietta's case, her story introduces a lot of bioethical issues. So, as I said, she didn't know that her cells had been taken, that her sample had been taken, and actually her family didn't even know until 20 years after they had been taken and been used in many research studies. So in 2013, Johns Hopkins tried to right this wrong. They worked with the Lacks family and the National Institute of Health, and together they granted the Lacks family control over the HeLa genome, and they created a committee that would continue to control how the HeLa cells were used, and 2 of her family members are on this committee. Other changes have been made. Before, in the past, it was legal to take samples from people without their consent. Well, that is illegal now, and also patient privacy has become, that's a strict law now that used to not really be a thing. The last thing to know about Henrietta is there's a movie made about her, and if you would like to know more about Henrietta, I would recommend watching The Immortal Life of Henrietta Lacks.